Hello, how to solve this exponential problem and find all values of n that satisfy this equation. This is n to the power of 6 and this equals n minus 1 to the power of 6. The first step will be for us to move this over here. We have n power 6. This becomes minus n minus 1 to the power of 6 and this equals 0. Now we have power 6 here, we have power 6 here. We can express this 6 as product of 3 and 2. We have n power 3 times 2 minus, this is n minus 1 to the power of 3 times 2, and this equals 0. Now, if you have a power n times n, this equals a power n to the power of n. So we apply this identity right here and right here. So what we are going to have will be n to the power of 3, this to the power of 2, minus, this is n minus 1 to the power of 3, and this is to the power of 2, and this equals 0. Right now we have power 2 here, we have power 2 here, this is minus. We can make use of difference of two squares, in which if you have a power 2 minus b power 2, this equals a minus b times a plus b. And in this particular case, our a equals n power 3, while our b equals this, which is n minus 1 to the power of 3. So from here, applying this identity, what we are going to have will be a minus b will be n power 3 minus n minus 1 to the power of 3, that's our b, times we have n power 3 plus n minus 1 to the power of 3, and this equals 0. At this point, we can equate each of these to 0. We have n power 3 minus n minus 1 to the power of 3. This equals 0. We also have n power 3 plus n minus 1 to the power of 3, and this equals 0. So we have power 3 here, we have power 3 here. We are going to expand this. We have power 3 here, we have power 3 here. We are going to expand this. So we are going to be using two different identities to expand this. The first identity, this is minus. So we are going to have a power 3 minus b power 3. This equals a minus b times a squared plus ab plus b power 2. And in this case, our a equals n and b equals n minus 1. Now, if you consider this, we are going to consider this identity. You have a power 3 plus b power 3 because this is plus, while this was minus. Have you seen that? So this equals, we have a plus b times a squared. This is minus ab plus b power 2. And in this case again, our a equals n and b equals n minus 1. So these are the two identities that we are going to use for each of these equations. Let's start with the first one here. So we are going to have, this is a minus b and our a is n. We have n minus 1. Have you seen it? Times we have n squared plus ab will be n times n minus 1 plus b squared n minus 1 to the power of 2, and this equals 0. So from here, what we will have is, let's expand this. We have n minus n plus 1, multiply everything using this minus, times this is n squared plus this will give us n squared minus n plus this. If you expand this, you have n squared. This will be, you have minus 2n. Then you have plus 1. You need to expand this. This is n minus 1 times n minus 1. So then this equals 0. Now I can just quickly expand this so that I know that you understand what I'm doing. n minus 1 power 2. This equals n minus 1 times n minus 1. So this will give you, this is n power 2, n times this is minus n, this time this minus n, this time this plus 1. So this will give you n power 2 minus 2n plus 1, just like what we have here. Have you seen it? All right, so that is that. Then from here, this cancel this, so we have 1. We have just 1 times this n squared plus n squared, that is 2n squared, negative n minus 2n, that will give you minus 3n. Then what again? We have plus 1. That is the only number that we have left there. And remember, there's another n squared here. N squared plus n squared plus n squared. That will give you 3n squared, right? 3n squared. Then we have plus 1. And this equals 0. So n squared, n squared, n squared, 3n squared, negative n minus 2n, negative 3n. Then we have plus 1. All right. That is done. So the next thing is to multiply this with 1. We have 3n squared minus 3n plus 1 equals 0. We need to solve this. We can solve this using the formula method. We write the formula in respect to n. We have n equals negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4 times ac divided by 2 times a. And from this particular equation, this is our a, negative 3 is my b, 1 is my c. So I'm going to have n equals negative b, negative times negative 3, plus or minus square root of, this is negative 3 to the power of 2 minus 4 times a, that is 3 times c, that is 1, divided by 2 times a, that is 3. So from here, I have n equals, this is 3, plus or minus square root of, this will give me 9, minus 12, 4 times 3, that is 12, divided by 6. So from here, I have n equals 3, plus or minus, this is square root of negative 3, divided by 6. So from here, I have n equals is 3, plus or minus, this is square root of negative 1, times square root of 3, because of this minus, divided by 6. From here, I have n equals, this is 3, plus or minus square root of negative 1, here is I, times this is square root of 3, divided by 6. So 3 cancel the set ones, cancel this, we have 2. We have n equals, this is 1 plus or minus I root 3, divided by 2. From here, you can factor out 1 over 2. You have n equals 1 over 2 times 1 plus or minus I root 3. So you have two values for n here. That means you can easily have n1 equals 1 over 2 times 1 plus I root 3. And also, n2 equals, this is 1 over 2 times 1 minus I root 3. So those are the two complex solutions right there. Now, the next thing we can do is to consider this other identity. Remember, this one that I wrote down here. So let's fix it right here. We have a plus b, that is n plus n minus 1. Then put it in bracket. Then we have times a squared, that will be n squared. Then we have minus ab, that is n times n minus 1, plus b squared. So we have plus n minus 1 power 2. So everything here equals 0. Now, we can simply expand this, that is n plus n minus 1 times this is n squared. Multiply this out, there's negative here, don't forget that, negative n times n. negative n squared, negative n times negative 1, plus n, plus if you expand this, remember what we did earlier on, this will give you n squared minus 2n plus 1, and this equals 0. So from here on, this will give you 2n minus 1. This cancels this. So you have n minus 2n, that is negative n. Remember this n squared, so you have n squared minus n plus 1, and this equals 0. So we easily equate each of these to 0. We have 2n minus 1 equals 0. And also, we have n squared minus n plus 1 equals 0. This, if you solve this, you take this negative 1 over here. You have 2n equals 1. From here, you solve for n dividing this by 2. Dividing by 2, 2 cancel 2. So you have n equals 1 over 2. Let this be our n3. This is a real solution. Impressive. We have gotten one real solution. Now we have this quadratic equation again that we are going to solve using the formula method. So you have n equals negative p plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4 times ac divided by 2 times a. 1 is my coefficient of n squared, that is a. This is negative 1, that is the coefficient of n, that is b. This is c. So from here, I have n equals negative b, negative times negative 1, plus or minus, I have square root of b squared, that is negative 1, to the power of 2, minus 4 times a, that is 4 times 1 times c, that is 1. So from here, we have divided by 2 times 1, that is 2 times a. So from here, you have n equal, this is 1, plus or minus square root of, this is 1, this is minus 4, divided by 2. So from here, you have n equals 1 plus or minus, this is square root of minus 3, divided by 2. So from here, you have n equals 1 plus or minus, there's minus here, square root of negative 1 times square root of 3, divided by 2. So from here, you have n equals 1 plus or minus, square root of negative 1 is I times square root of 3, divided by 2. So at this particular point, you have n equals 1 plus or minus I root 3, divided by 2. So what you are going to do will be to factor out 1 over 2. You have n equals 1 over 2 times 1 plus or minus I root 3. So you have two more complex solutions for n. This will be n4 and n5. You have n4 equals 1 over 2 times 1 plus I root 3. Then you also have n5 equals 1 over 2 times 1 minus I root 3. These are the 5 solutions that we have gotten. 4 complex solutions and 1 real solution, which is 1 over 2. So what I'm going to do next will be to insert that real solution back into the original question. And let's see if it's going to satisfy the equation. So let's go ahead and do that. Then I'm going to tell you why we are having 5 solutions. Remember, the highest exponent here is 6. So we're supposed to have 6 solutions, but we are having 5 solutions. So I'm going to tell you why we have that. Then remember our n4, which is the real solution, is 1 over 2. So let's insert 1 over 2 here. And let's check if it's going to satisfy this equation. So we have check. We have n power 6 equals, this is n minus 1 to the power of 6. And our n is 1 over 2. So let's insert 1 over 2 right here. We have 1 over 2 to the power of 6 equals n minus 1. This is 1 over 2 minus 1 to the power of 6. Now here will give us 1 over 2 to the power of 6 equals 1 over 2 minus 1 will give you negative 1 over 2. And this is to the power of 6. Now, don't forget the fact that if you have negative raised to the power of an even number, it will give you positive. So what you are going to have here will be 1 over 2 to the power of 6, and this equals 1 over 2 to the power of 6. So that is it. Left hand side equals right hand side. That has fully satisfied that equation. So that is it, guys. Those are the 5 different solutions. Now, the reason we are having 5 different solutions is that this is the reason. If you observe, this is n power 6, and there is also n power 6 here. If you expand this, you will definitely have n power 6. So 1 n power 6 will definitely cancel out. So n power 6 will equal n power 6, so they will cancel out. That is why this equation will start with n to the power of 5. And that's why we are having 5 solutions. I believe you understand me. So that's it. Thank you and goodbye.